Hey guys, Father Time, welcome aboard. The MD-11 by TFDi. We're in the freighter version with GE engines parked in the ramp at FEDEX ramp at Memphis. We're going to fly over to Tallahassee. I've done a couple of cool things here. We're using FSLTL traffic injector. So we've got the whole FedEx ramp full of FedEx airplanes. I've gone to flightsim.to and downloaded some static aircraft for FedEx. I've got active sky going. The reason I have active sky going is because you can set historical weather. I've set it for Zulu time about 10 o'clock last night. The Hurricane Helene made landfall at 11:12. So we'll get there we'll see how this works. The hurricane is active at that time of arrival. So we'll see how that works. And I've also got flight FS realistic going here. Sometimes it does a big draw on the memory on the frames per second, and but you know, we'll see how that works out. And lastly, I have Beyond ATC, and that's kind of why I'm here. I've got to test this version of the MD-11. It just came out. I'm part of the Quality Assurance team, which means I'm a unpaid intern. I've been with them for a year. Quite an honor. They continue to improve this product. So let's get started. Let's go ready to fly. We'll come into the gate, we'll pre-flight it, we'll get it going, we'll fly over to Tallahassee, we'll see what the world has in store for us. You ready? Let's go. And here we are. Let's go outside, take a look around. Oh yeah. Look at that FedEx ramp. Nasty weather. Yeah, we'll see how this historical weather works out, because that's interesting. I remember we got live traffic and static display here. It's another MD-11. Might be a buddy of mine out here testing this thing. Look at this ramp. Isn't that cool? Anyway, I can't remember which one is ours now. Oh yeah, we're back over here. We're going to push back nose to the right. Actually, we can go nose to left, because we can go right directly out here for 36 left. And kind of take a look at where we are here in a moment. But we'll get oriented here in just a second. I just wanted to show you this ramp. Look at that. That is too cool. And here we are in our MD-11. Lots of MD-11s around here. Anyway, I got to test this build for TFDi and see if I can find anything that has to be improved before it goes on to the collector's edition. And after those guys get done with it, it goes on to the general public. They're improved. Supposedly this one has an improved sound system, and some of the exterior and interior graphics are improved. I think it's pretty darn good. I take you along for my little ride here. A couple of the containers upside down, right? Come on, cargo guys. All the way back, right through the tail, and on out. So let's go inside. We'll get a pre-flight for our flight to Tallahassee. This video is probably going to be 2 hours and 20, start to finish timestamp video, full test flight for that I can send on to the TFDi management and see what they think. So let's go inside and we'll get started. Peace and quiet, right? It's all quiet here. We come in the cockpit, check the circuit breakers all in. We obviously come back. We check the medical kit. We check over here that the fire extinguishers are all on board. We have 3 of them. One, then one's over near the FO's seat. 2, and the other one's on the other side of the captain's seat over here. 3 down there. Check those in the green band. Pressure breathing equipment in the blue, spare pins, flashlight, cockpit doors closed and secured, and we check the ropes overhead, and the windows closed and locked. Got the iPads already in, windows closed and locked, ropes. Come up the middle before we put power in the aircraft. I haven't flown this in a couple of weeks. I've been working, my computer was down being improved with some extra RAM. I went to 64 gigabytes of RAM. Cleaned out the computer a little bit, trying to get a little better frames per second. Not sure how it's going to work. My specs are in the description. Anybody who wants to help me get this going faster would be great. Fuel control switches are cut off. Throttles are idle. Flaps are up. We're going to put power in the aircraft, so being careful here. Spoil handles down. Gear handles down. Up to the overhead. Windshield wipers are off. Dump switch is covered. Dump manifold is covered. Come on up here. Turn on the battery. Voila. And external power, that means bolts and freaks are good. Turn that on. Let the CRTs start booting up. And they booted up already. Usually take about a minute. And we're going to turn this on. You'll see the cargo fire test will come. And we'll get that started with voice recorder's good. Come down here. FMC. Position in it. The database is good. And do that. And with that, we can go to the electronic flight bag. Do some sim stuff here. Import flight plan. Send flight plan to FMC. It's Memphis to Tallahassee. Here it goes. How about this one? Nope, not yet. Sometimes I got a command, I don't know why, and I have to do this. Right now, I think they're on 32 left. There's 36 left. I'm sorry, guys. And I'm going to get the weather. Look at that altimeter. Low pressure. So, yep. And get the takeoff weight. Flaps. 15 is what I like to use. Packs are on. Calculate. And there it is. And we'll be ready to update that when the time comes. And here, that's later in the checklist, but it makes me crazy. The other thing is, when I think about it, I do this. If you ever get to where you're not getting you get your flaps set for takeoff, and you're not getting green box, you probably don't have your dial flap set to the setting that's in your FMC. There we go. Okay, so let's do the pre-flight, and we'll come back and do the rest of it here in a second. Okay, we'll do this as quick. We'll do it like a real FO. Brake, that's all good. We'll turn the lights up. We're about to go into a bunch of thunderstorms. So we'll get this going here. Lights are all on. Cargo temps, I'll put this on high. FEDEX all good. I'm not going to give you a full tutorial, guys. I usually do that every flight. Not today. We'll assume a fire test. Here we go. Lights in the handle.
1, fire. Engine 2, fire. Engine 3, fire.
Good enough. Turn that. Get the APU starting. Packs are there. The APU bleed will come on when we're done. 10.5 and 52.4 in the total fuel. That looks good. We'll say. Lights are armed. No smoking's on. Lights are all up. Turn the nav lights on. Let everyone outside know. Flap override is normal. GPS, everything's good up here. It's still starting. Yeah, I'm not going to give you the full briefing here. Windshield anti-ice is on. Defog's on. Just test these.
Overspeed.
Make sure everything's good. Otherwise, it's all maintenance. Fuel use reset, engine max pointer. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of hustle through this. We'll try to keep it a little shorter here by hustling through the pre-flight. We'll see how they're going to taxi us out here in a second. All right, I just know they've been giving me 4,000 on every departure for the last. This is only my 4th flight with Beyond ATC. I love it. I do. I think it's great training. Runway 36 is a 360 heading. You see here. Right here. Runway 36, Memphis 36 is a 360 heading. I was kind of looking at how to do this here. And turn that off. Turn that off. Let me see where we're parked here. 10-9. 10-9. Where are you parked? Right over here. So getting over to 36. If we go out in November, 36 left. I don't know which way they're going to push this. It's going to be pushed nose to the left. You're hearing it here first. November, probably transition the mic over here. And all the way down to 36 left. That's the primary. We'll check the ATIS here in just a moment, and we'll get the everything else set up. The three, I think I just double checked that, and it is in fact 360 on the heading, which is unusual to have it being exactly the heading, isn't it? 250, so whatever the KMEM maneuver is, or 250, that's good. Indicate airspeed, heading, fuel flow, everything looks good. Here we go, come back over here. Transfer lights are out. We checked our oxygen. We're in the static air is normal. We'll get all this in a minute. No one wanted flags. No one wanted messages. Check the status page. Engine ignition, auto brake is off. Yeah, we can set that now and get rid of one more thing here. Auto brake is to TO, and throttles. Check the
stabilizer. Flap. Flat. Stabilizer. Flap. Flat.
Very good. Coming right down the middle. Everything looks good. I think we're just about ready here. Just want to come over to the EFB for 1 minute. Something I got to do. I downloaded real ACARS at the suggestion of one of my friends. Just got to put the Hoppy code in here. Control V. Let me get that for me and put that in. Okay, I set up the Hoppy code in there. I don't know where that real ACARS went. He suggested that I do it. I've got the FSL-TL traffic injector. That's FSI panel, which I use a lot, which I love. And right now, real ACARS, I don't know where it is. We'll have to figure that out later on. Not going to use it today anyway, but I did download that. Flight number, we're FedEx 123, FDX 123. I'll do this, guys. Some of you guys like me to do cold dark, so I'll do it. Don't put the alternate in. I'll show you why in a second. I think I just did a 230 on the altitude. Flight plan came up originally at 370, but I put in 23. I put in 23. Let me double check that. I didn't see any need to go up there for an hour flight. We may want to go up with the nasty weather. I kind of wanted to take a look at this historical weather works. I wanted to see if we had all the hurricane weather. Well, it's, just a big wet mess now when we go. So anyway, we're at 23, so about minus 18. And let's take a look here. And tailwind. What do we got? Wind component is plus. So yeah, tailwind of plus 11. Plus 11. 194 is the cost index. 194. Minus 18. Plus 11. And cost index 194. All right, got all that page set. Next page. Taxi fuel is 2 off the PDF. Alternate fuel, let's take a look at that. And guys, by the way, go to my Discord if you want all the checklists I'll be using. I'll show you those in a second. 11.6, 11.6. Naturally, if we were going into, that's the alternate fuel. That's why you don't want to put on page 1, you don't want to put an alternate here, because the routing, the actual routing you'll be given might be different, and the flight plan does reflect that routing. So there we go, 46. Here we go. And zero fuel weight is 360.4. Pretty light. 360.4. Nothing on page 3. That's just dump fuel, refuel quantity. Go to flight plan, Memphis, and the SID. We're going to be going off 36 left. We'll take a listen to the ATIS here in a moment. We'll see if anything's changed. And OLEM 6, I believe. OLEM 6. No arrival on the other side. OLEM 6. They think we're going to 27. OLEM 6. Layik. Looks good. And then go all the way down. Checking the flight plan. Conpa. And all we have to do is put in the star, which is the ILS 27 there. We're not going to put in the transition just yet. We'll see what they give us going forward. So there's our flight plan. We checked our prog. Make sure nothing ridiculous is happening here. And we've got a distance of 450 miles. This says 445. That looks good. So we check the flight plan, the route, the legs, and then one guy go through the flight plan, the other one just hold it. Over here we'll have this guy on legs. This guy go to takeoff. 59 was the temperature, right? And packs are on. Flaps 15. Temperature's 18 Celsius. Cleanup altitude is 1541. That's set for European type acceleration. 1541. What did I do wrong? 1541. Out of range. Okay, that's something's going on there. I'm sorry, 1841. That's what's going out of range. 1841. It's nice and smart, isn't it? Box keeps me out of trouble. That's takeoff. Confirm speeds. 1, 2, 3. And I'd always check the FMS, the PFD, and make sure we have that. We'll be using nav up here. Nav 4000. Now let's start. Beyond ATC. So Beyond ATC is if you haven't had it, I recommend getting it. I think it's like a $30 program. I did buy the premium package with a bunch of, they call it the big bundle or something. 200,000 extra points. I'll show you some of the options I put on there. I've got the push to talk is all bounded. Traffic is in-op right now. It's in the alpha phase. I wish they'd give me access to it. I'd use it. I'm hoping to help them. I really like this stuff. Radio degradation, unpaid intern. That's my name. Audio volume is 100%. That's fine. Yeah, it sounds good. UI sounds is good. Turtle Beach. If it's not working, if you're transmitting but they're not responding, it's usually you have the wrong mic set. I have premium set. That's a controller voice. We'll get the southern accent. If you go basic, it's no points at all. Costs being down here. Every number, letter, or symbol is a character. So you use them up. To give you an idea, I've done 2 North Atlantic crossings and a flight to Boston, and I've used 35,000 points. That's a controller voice, traffic voice. That would be like if it was a Lufthansa airplane that have a German accent, Air France. That would be for when the AI traffic is up and running. Here's the auto respond voice, U.S. mail. You can use all sorts of things. I do have some of the I have the premium package, so I could use, let's say, British AvGeek.
Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the programme. This is British AvGeek, and I'm a guest voice in Beyond ATC.
Flyby Simulation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Flyby Simulations, and I'm a guest voice in Beyond ATC.
Want to use him? All right, we'll use him. And it's going to cost me some characters, but for you guys, hey, love you guys. So here we go. And let's fly. It's going to sign on. You'll see that it says,
Beyond
oh, you're in Memphis.
ATC connected.
It's in Memphis. It likes that. Really cool program. I do no purport to be the expert on it. I'm getting better. I will tell you that it worked all the way from London to JFK, and then I went back and I actually made a video of it, JFK to London. Worked great. Auto respond, if I want to do the radio calls, which I'll do initially, and I can tune it. So you can do as much as you want. You can start off like this, right? And then when you get better at it, turn off the auto respond. And when you get real good at it, you can do, now you're ready for VATSIM if you do that, right? So anyway, right now we'll do auto tune and not auto respond. Down here in the bottom, I want to show you a couple of things. Really cool. There we are at the cargo spot 846. And where if you take a look out here, you got pushback and taxi. When you get clearance, we'll try to go nose left. We'll see which way they're going to send us. That'd be nose to the west, right? You'll get the routing when they give you the taxi clearance. You'll get a routing. I want to show you that. You'll like it. But when you push it, you'll get the last transmission there, but you don't have any yet. We can come here. Let's get the ATIS. Click on it.
36 center, 36 left. Numerous cranes in operation around Memphis. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
Memphis Airport information. Foxtrot. 19230. Wind 290 at 14. Visibility 4. Rain. Mist. Ceiling 1100 broken. 2300 overcast. Temperature 19er. 2.18. Altimeter 2942. Landing runways 36 center, 36 right, 36 left. Departing runways 36 center, 36 left. Numerous cranes in operation around Memphis. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
All right, let's go to clearance.
Memphis Airport information Foxtrot.
And we'll call them in just a minute. Now, if you use an auto, you could press here, and they would, your co-pilot would get that for you. Let's get some things buckled up before we start yapping. All right, so let's come in here, services. I really haven't even boarded, but we're gonna simulate that we've done all that. GPU disconnect. Let me go to the overhead and turn on the APU bleed. Got all that done. That'll save us some time, right? Back over here. Remove the chocks. Set the brakes. Looks good. All the doors are shut. Perf we've got. Payload is set. We did the dispatch. Options. All that I did is I did put in my sim brief and my hoppy code in case I ever wanted to do it on VATSIM, use the relay cars. I did my systems. I did my everything's done here, and I think we're ready to go. Let's put perf up here, and let's get our clearance. Remember, they gave us a frequency 125.2, and I'll call this up so you can actually see it being called out. Memphis clearance, FEDEX 123 at stand 846. Request clearance to Tallahassee.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, Memphis clearance, cleared to Tallahassee, Olem 6 departure, Lake transition then as filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 124.65. Squawk 3760.
FEDEX 123 Heavy cleared to Tallahassee, Olem 6 departure, Lake transition then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Departure frequency 124.65, squawk 3760.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
FEDEX 123 121.9 when ready for pushback. Okay, so let's go down and do the squawk. Squawk is 3760. Turn the transponder on. 3760. Get this set over to TARA. All right, they're setting the frequencies for you, and that's for pushback. I just have to come in here, and let me warn you about one thing. Ground 121.9. Don't call. Don't do GSX ready for pushback until you are absolutely ready. So here we go. I actually have to get clearance first. FedEx ground, Memphis ground, FedEx 123 span 846. Like to push back and start engines information Foxtrot.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis ground, pushback approved. Face west.
FedEx 123 Heavy, push approved, face west. So now you can start GSX. Yeah, what happened was a couple of the flights request pushback. I get that going. I started the pushback thinking I'd have the tug all hooked up like we do with the real airplane before I called them. And they said, hey, hold your position. You're not clear to push. Here's a phone number for you to call. Kind of cool, but not what you want to do. Guys, right here, let me show you something while they get ready for push. If you go to my Discord and join, you can get the MD-11 manuals. You can talk amongst the guys. They're great.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Get the pre-flight checklist, normal checklist, FMS checklist, all mine. Emergency checklist. This is the history of the MD-11. Go up here, a little welcome pack. Click on here, plus the orientation. Pretty cool, right? You've got...
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
This is a training manual. Anything you want to learn how to do. Tells you how to do it. Interactive systems guide. All you have to do is come up here, click wherever you want. Let's talk about the glacier control panel. Some of them are mine, some are from the UPS pilot's website, but you can, it's basically a flight operating manual. Holding, basics, and GPWS test mode, what it means. So anyway, I've done all these things. I would run this with the FO, right, but we're down to the bottom here. Fuel switches, radio chips, radios, weather radio, transponder, TARA. Okay, so seatbelt sign, let's turn that on. Turn that on. Can't push back just yet, guys. Let me just finish the checklist. Status page we checked. There it is. Engine ignition not armed. And then we're going to push. Let's go back in here. Naturally, if we turn on the aux pump, go to the overhead, turn on the beacon, and we're going to be cleared to start. So I'm going to turn on the ignition, and we're ready to go. Nose left. Let's face the west.
Release parking brakes, please.
Now you saw me push left, right? Nose left.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, we'll go down here. We do have the APU air on, right? APU air is on. You don't get a start, that's usually what it is, right? Here, we check the air page. You need a minimum of 25 PSI. You can see TFDi has modeled it to drop down. Go back to the engine page. I'll show you the first one, then I'll let Bob do the rest. We got good turning, and we're going nose to left. Good. 15. There we go. We're going to look for 2468, 20, 400, 60%, 8D oil. Oil gob. See how it started at 22? It's down to 18. That'll come back after engine shutdown. 2468, 12. Fuel flow, when it's all said and done, should be around 1200 at sea level. And so that's the first engine. At 45%, that ignition will go off and the start valve will close. 45. There we go. Once again, we check the air, and I'm not going to explain the rest. Let's go outside. We'll take a look. All right, there's 15% minimum. We used to go max motoring at American Airlines. We'll look for 2468. No oil engine ice is needed because we're above 10, but we turn it on after engine start if we needed it. A little tight getting out of there, isn't it? Gotta be careful. Thread the needle, baby.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
All right, 2468 there. Got a good engine start, good oil pressure. We'll get him out of here, them out of here. Good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Wait to 15%.
You can disconnect.
Let's start, and we'll let Bob start it. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Woohoo! I love this stuff. Look, 767 action. I have 5,000 hours on the 7675. It's another great fleet. Boeing, McDonnell Douglas, Airbus, all brilliant airplanes. Yeah, a lot of this might be my static display from flightsim.to.
Unlocking gear.
This one would be from the FSLTL by the fly-by-wire app. Who's better than them?
Tow truck disconnected. Wow. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Wish I was done. I could just follow him out, right? All right. wait for them to go out there. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, we can lower our flaps to 15. Here they come to 15. We can actually set our stab trim to whatever's on here, 4.7. Looks like they're walking out there. Get the config page up. There they are. Flash the lights at them. There they go. Free to go. Yep, we see you, brother. Looks good. All right, let's do the flight controls. I always check all of our flaps, brake pressures, tire pressures, and here we go. Green. Green, either on spoilers check, elevators check, and the captain usually holds onto the nose wheel steering and checks the rudders full throw as well. If you want to know what equipment I have on here, you're just going to go to my the description down below. Okay, looks good. I've been flying a lot of 777 lately, even though my loyalty is to these guys since they gave me an opportunity. Right? Clear left, clear right. I have a salute. We go to the checklist, make sure we got everything. After start, engine eyes, APU, flap slack, configuration page, flight controls, stab trim, status page. Status page. Nothing. Looks good. Oh, look at this guy. Another one. So we'll wait till he gets out there. Looks like they launching the fleet at FedEx, huh? Very cool. There might be a flying club here. What do you call those things, like virtual airline? Oh, is he going to go the other way? No, please don't. Please don't. No sense calling him right now, right? That's a quick disconnect. And there they go. Memphis ground, FedEx 123, taxi information Foxtrot.
FedEx 123 Heavy, runway 36 left, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Pilot's discretion to 36 left, FedEx 123 Heavy. Okay, guys, we checked it out. That's good. Pilot's discretion. Probably just follow that guy right there. Why don't we do that? So let's go up here. We'll get our taxi light on. He looks like he knows where he's going, right? Let's go. Brakes are off. I think. Yes, sir. Let's go.
All aircraft be advised information golf now current. Altimeter 2942.
2942, we have golf. So if you want a little taxi diagram, they might give us one when we get going. But remember, you can go here. And there we go. Look at that. That's going to 36 left. It's our first left. You see that? No, you can't. Whoa. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. You can hear FS Realistic in the background going off. Start following around. You can see, if I move this over for you, I'm going to turn a little bit up here. We discussed that earlier. Looks like we got a little traffic in front of us. This is too cool, guys. Another MD-11. MD-11 land. I know American Airlines sold all of our FedEx. We converted them to cargo and sold them to FedEx. This is cool. Hey, they have those virtual airlines. Judging by the amount of aircraft that are going out, this might be one of them, one of the launch times. Sit here. Anytime you stop the airplane, I park the brakes. All right, we'll be in nav for the departure. You want to take a look at that? Oh. Well, well, well. So we'll go up here and then go to the right up there. All right, let's go. Don't know what happened. Kind of hurts. Miss you guys already. Got a ways to go before we go straight. I'll go a little to the left here. Yeah, I love that feature there. So again, that was right down here. Yeah, that noise you hear is FS realistic. Jury's out. I'm not sure how valuable it is, guys. I've been told that it uses a lot of frames per second. I definitely have been problems with my FPS, and maybe I shouldn't do that. So they gave us clear permission to cross because we were told to use taxi at our discretion. Way up here, we'll be going to the right slightly. All right, weights, winds, and temperatures check. Make sure our weights are below. We've got nav arm. We can arm profile as well. Last thing to do is auto flight. I'll get that as we take
FEDEX 123 Heavy, cross runway 9er. Continue taxi via.
I'm going to do this, auto respond.
Cross runway 9er. Continue taxi via FEDEX 123 Heavy.
Yeah, we'll let the our co-pilot do things here for us for a little while. How's that? Here's that little juke. I don't know if you guys can hear that FS realistic. It's cabin noise. When you're in the airplane, you really can't hear them. Sometimes after landing, you can hear them clapping as you clear the runway or something, if you did a decent landing. Sometimes they clap even if you did a lousy landing. They're just so happy to be there. Yeah, so I've set up my, try the windshield wipers. I've set up for the weather to be the time that Helene struck the Florida big boot there last night. We'll see. Right now, what's the time in Memphis? It's 3:36 in the afternoon. You should be landing in Tallahassee in about an hour 15, close to 6 o'clock there, which is an hour time difference. 5 o'clock here. This is cool, but this is for me to test this build for on behalf of TFDi as a quality assurance guy, and also to do a Beyond ATC experiment, which I'm just thrilled with. I even heard from their management, and I asked to help them out wherever I could. I love this stuff. It's been quite an honor helping with TFDi. I'd love to be involved with it. I'd also especially like to get a look at the what do you call it? Traffic injector a little later on. Okay, here's our little turn right up here. And we'll just taxi on out. That's interesting. I lost that little say again thing. Where is that? Auto respond. Connected to sim. What did I do? I don't know. Don't know what I did to it, but here's our turn. Here. And we're going to take it up on the parallel there. Yeah, I'm curious why I lost the... Yeah, who knows? Doesn't matter. If you want to get a wind check, you can.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, wind check.
Wind 280 at 14, gusts 24.
All right, left-hand cross, guys. 2804, one gust 124, whatever. Yeah, last night I actually wanted to fly, but it wasn't approved by my wife to fly into the hurricanes, simulate it, do this flight into Tallahassee, but that's asking a lot that late at night. She didn't say, she wouldn't have said no, but that's kind of uncool as the husband. All right, so weights, winds, and temperatures check, guys. We have profile, nav. We'll set auto flight when we get on the runway. 70%, it'll kick in. We'll fly it out in nav and profile. And the SID is a big looping left turn. Like this. Left-hand turn. All the way out to Oceans with no real crossing restrictions. This says climb to 5, but they gave us 4. Crew prepare for takeoff. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I don't know, guys, if you guys watch it, what happened to my little thing here. I think I must have done something to lose that. Maybe it's under here. There it is. There it is, guys. I knew it was operator error. I knew it. Here we go. Got kind of a ways to go. Yeah, I had moved it down lower. Wipers are simulated, but working. It's pretty cool, huh? Let's take a look. You likey? I love this stuff. Only been flight simming a little over a year. What, a year and a half now. Get in here so I can steer. The most active pilots don't do this stuff. It's the last thing we want to do is climb to a cockpit. But I'll tell you, when I was doing the P3D 777 by PMDG back then, when I was on the 777 as a captain, I was never better prepared than I was for my last recurrent training ever, because I could fly a lot of RNAVs. I could fly engine out profiles, and it's pretty darn realistic. And we know where we're going to go. I think we're going like Los Angeles, San Francisco, or something. And I flew the profile a bunch of times on the routing, and beyond cool, beyond ATC. Let's see, here we are, going all the way down to the end. Should be easy to figure out, right? For a cargo airplane, there's a lot of noise back there. It's a noisy couple of crew members. You know, I actually own Pack X from TFDi. I've never used it. I have really got to figure out how to use that. All right, so not this right. Not the next one. Third right. These are kind of high speeds going the other way anyway. Kind of what we do in the airplane. We're constantly updating our taxi, especially in low visibility situations. A little bit off there. I'm going to reset that. Think about how far I've come. I'm not the best immersion, guys. What I am is a stream of conscious, guys. I will tell you what I'm thinking all the time. Let's get our spoilers armed. Green box. I'm not going to arm the auto flight just yet until I get on the runway, just in case I end up doing a high power setting. All right, here we are. If you want to know what their last instruction was, right, you can come here. It was continue taxi. They did not send us over the tower. Next left is where they want us to go for full length.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Contact Memphis Tower 119.7. See you.
Contact Tower 119.7. FedEx 123 Heavy.
That's cool, guys. So I have them do my auto response. There we go. And 19.7 is tuned.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Holding short. Runway 36 left.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis Tower. Wind 280 at 14, gusts 24, RNAV to Beale, runway 36 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Runway 36 left. Our NAV to Beale. Cleared for takeoff. FedEx 123 Heavy.
Alright guys, here we go. Final's clear. Chime them a little. Let them know we're rolling. Line it on up. Get our lights all on. Strobes on. Logo's on. What could go wrong, right? Let's get out of here. This is why I don't put the auto on the autoflight until I'm on the runway. Just in case you end up pushing it up above 70%, you don't want to end up in a toga situation. I'm going to kill the wipers just because they're not doing me any good anyway. There we go. We are at 60% here. Okay. Here we go, arm the auto flight. Bring the power up. Over 70, it will kick in. There we go. Box disappeared, which means the thrust power is being set. Looking for 100 even on the settings. Got 100 even, beautiful. 80 knots, acceleration checks. A lot of right-hand cross. Left-hand cross, rather. D1. Rotate. Keeping that aileron in. A lot of right rudder. Actually, I have almost full right rudder right now. Alright, positive brake gear up. Good. Got an auto flight. We are in nav.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Contact Memphis departure.
Contact Memphis departure. FedEx 123 Heavy.
Guys, I'm going to come down here and go direct.
Memphis. FedEx 123 Heavy. 1,600 feet.
Affirmative.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis departure. Good day, radar contact. Climb and maintain 1,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 1,000 feet. FedEx 123 Heavy.
Alright, 1,000, it's turning on the course. There's a flyover. Flaps are up, slats retract. Slats retracted. Yeah, it's got this pink. Those are flyover points, I guess. Not really, they're flybys. But the first point didn't arm. It showed it, but it was navigating backwards, so we had to come in and intervene. But it's going nice now to be now. I'll redo it here, direct. pyramid. Like that. Get us going. And off we go. Let's go down here.
Stabilizer motion.
Sound the spoilers. Sound the auto brakes. Look at that nastiness, guys. Welcome to hurricane season, huh? So let's go down here. And we'll go weather plus turbulence. We'll go
FedEx
up.
123 Heavy. Contact Memphis Center 118.625.
Contact Memphis Center 118.625. FedEx 123 Heavy. Have a good day.
I don't know. That's the weather's pretty nasty, huh, guys?
Memphis Center, FedEx 123 Heavy. Through 9,100 for 11,000. FedEx 123 Heavy. Memphis Center. Good day. Climb and maintain flight level 230. Climb and maintain flight level 230. FedEx 123 Heavy.
Alright guys, we're going to probably get rocked here. Our takeoff climb check's complete. Gears up, flaps up, spoilers are disarmed, brakes are off. We're accelerating. Now going through here, you can change the best turbulence penetration airspeed is 280. You go perf, 280. Edit. It's going to climb at 280 here. We'll go back to econ when we're done. There's our turn. Make sure the crew stays seated. Yeah, it's a hurricane here. How do you like that? We obviously try to get vectors around here, but we can't do that with Beyond ATC. I want to see if we get a rocket going through here. So once again, I have FS Realistic, I have Active Sky, and I've set the historical weather to the arrival of the hurricane in Tallahassee. So this is the outer rim here. Trying to see if we'll get any bounces. Right, best turbulence penetration airspeed. We got to keep an eye on the ice too. If we get down below 10. Isn't that beautiful? I just can't get enough of this. All right, let's look here. We're still at 14. I think I'll turn the radar just to auto game. I'm going to put in map, data, traffic, airport. Alright, it's pretty smooth. So you can come down here and just go econ again. There it goes. How do you like that? This is fun stuff, man. Little delivery. What are we bringing down to Tallahassee? Why would we possibly be going down there? I don't know. Marshals to make sure no one loots the stores. We'd be bringing down cargo, tons of generators, tons of water, food supplies, emergency rations, shelters, all loaded up FedEx. Evidently, someone thought it was safe enough for us to go in here. We're going to give it a shot. There's 18. Set the altimeters. (992), 992, 992. Go to the overhead. I wouldn't be in a hurry to let the crew, if we had anyone on board, up, honestly. That's good. Want to request higher? Because when are we going to start descending? That's a top of climb. Try to get up above the weather. Let's give it a shot.
FedEx 123 Heavy, request new cruise altitude. FedEx 123 Heavy, roger, say new altitude.
Down here.
Request flight level 290, FedEx 123 Heavy. FedEx 123 Heavy, confirm new cruise altitude flight level 290. Affirmative, FedEx 123 Heavy. FedEx 123 Heavy, roger, new cruise altitude flight level 290.
I would say that's
FedEx 123 Heavy, climb maintain flight level 290. Climb maintain flight level 290, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Alright, 29. I'm going to come in the box, guys. A knit. 290. 290. There we go. And now we are still at 13 Celsius, so we don't need the ice. And there's 29 in the window. That's
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis Center. Expect radar vectors, runway 27. Expect radar vectors, runway 27, FedEx 123 Heavy.
All right, let's get the weather in Tallahassee, guys. Watch this. Tallahassee, ATIS.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Memphis Center 128.5. See you. Contact Memphis Center 128.5, FedEx 123 Heavy. Memphis Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, leaving flight level 247 for flight level 290 direct Castle.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis Center, roger.
How's that? All right, guys, want to hear the ATIS?
Tallahassee Airport information Kilo 193-8 Zulu. Wind 245 at 17, gusts 25. Visibility 10. Temperature 30. Dew point 17. Altimeter 2967. Landing and departing runways 1827. Advise on initial contact. You have information Kilo.
Go back to 28.5. There you go. We can even try to get higher, guys. Ready? Let's come back in here.
FedEx 123 Heavy, request new cruise altitude.
FedEx 123 Heavy, roger, say new altitude.
And we'll come in here. 35.
Request flight level 350, FedEx 123 Heavy.
FedEx 123 Heavy, confirm new cruise altitude flight level 350.
Affirmative.
Affirmative, FedEx 123 Heavy.
FedEx 123 Heavy, roger, new cruise altitude flight level 350. FedEx 123 Heavy, climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb maintain flight level 350, FedEx 123 Heavy.
All right, 35 is set, guys. There we go, nick of time. Try to get up above this weather. And we're down, we're below 10. Are we in the weather? Not really. But if we wanted to, we could come up here and throw on the engine eyes. I don't know what our no ice is detected, it said. So that's cool, so we can turn it off. good exercise, right? I'll set this up a little closer, like that. Let's see. Yeah, good. All right, we're nabbing it, we're profiling it, we're going up to 35. That'll be our final. We're above the clouds. Let's start reviewing our arrival, since we're getting radar vectors. ILS 27 right, ILS 27, I'm sorry guys. And going here, flights, Tallahassee, approach, runway, ILS 27. Touchdown zone transitions 18 to 4, touchdown 258. I said 258 here. On the radio altimeter, looks good. Alright, we got ILS 27, 11-1, 5 July 24. We got the ATIS Information Kilo, 245, 17 gusts of 25. Now I have set, remember the active sky weather for historical weather. So, I don't know how that works, so it should have been kind of nasty at that point, right? Map. That is, right? Anyway.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Memphis Center 134.4.
Contact Memphis Center 134.4, FedEx 123 Heavy. Have a good day. Memphis Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, flight level 346.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis Center, roger.
Alright, 332 miles to go. It's going to be radar vectors. There is no arrival. How about event of missed approach? Time to 2000, then a right turn. So basically, once you hit 2000, right turn to 4000 on a heading 092. Then when we cross the SZW 140, then we go to gauge and into the hole and hold. All right, let's take a look at that. Seven, 2,000 feet, right hand turn, intercept placed. So that's in the box, so we'll use nav in this approach. Now the ILS frequency is not going to auto-tune until you're within 25 miles on the MD-11. Outside. See if we get a good picture. I don't see any hurricane around here, so I guess my historical weather didn't work out that well. It's probably the live weather, guys. And the at this moment, actually, the remnants of Helene are up in the Nashville area, and it's sort of dissipating at this very moment. I think it's great. I do, guys, I do. Here's a view you can only get on the F3 engine airplane. How do you like that? Yeah, I think it's a fantastic model. I really do. You know, TFDi has done a great job, and they are bound and determined to make this better and better. I can't wait for the next project. This was their first Microsoft Flight Simulator project. second one should be a lot easier. They did do the 717 for P3D. 717 is really the MD-95 before Boeing bought it. Very, very similar on the avionics. So they did have some experience programming it, which is probably why they went with the MD-11, since really the 717 is just a McDonnell Douglas brought over to Boeing. For you Boeing guys, I'm sorry to tell you that. All right, how about what do we want to do for approach speeds? Let's go flaps 35. 150 approach speed. Let's do back here again. Landing weight 390, it's close enough. Let's go to electronic flight bag. Seven 2968. Yep, that's right. Takeoff weight. This is landing. Right. So I'm trying to remember how to do the landing. There we go. There we go. Nope, it is definitely wet.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Contact Memphis Center 127.1.
Contact Memphis Center 127.1. FedEx 123 Heavy. Have a good day.
Landing distance available is
Memphis Center,
7,100 feet.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Flight level 350.
Estimated landing distance. So we got the
FedEx 123 Heavy, Memphis Center, roger.
I'm not going flaps 50, guys, just because of the gusty winds. I would like flaps 35, and it only saves, well, let's see how much it saves us. So if we go back over to electronic flight bag, and instead of using flaps 30, we'll go landing weight, auto brakes, flaps 50. So 5280. Yeah, really only saved us about 300 or 400 feet. 400 feet. But we have enough. I would rather do this with the gusty winds. Some people say, oh, MD-11 always landed with flaps 50. No, we didn't. We had long runways, we landed with flaps 35. Or really gusty winds, we landed with flaps 35. Not always flaps 50. I've heard a lot of misinformation out there. Mostly good stuff by guys, but a lot of stuff I forgot. I'm just going to leave the seatbelt sign on. How's that checklist doing? Alright, up to takeoff's all good. We did all that. Dial flap set at 15. This is everything. We briefed our approach, descent, FMS 17 was set, landing data set. That's just the display status page. Nothing. Looks good. Back to engine. Landing lights are off. Sterile cockpit's off. Alright. And we are standard. Looks good. Everything's good. We're ready for our descent. What would I think about descending? Well, it's radar vectors. We're landing on 27, which is going to be a right base, so we're going to be coming in. You can see it here. Way up here. Here we are. We come all the way around. Let me get that. Did I not put that over? Here we go. We're going to end up coming in like this. Radar vectors. I don't know if they'll clear us via an IAF approach. I don't see any IAF. Yeah, it might be radar vectors. We'll see. If they clear us via the procedure turn, we'll be coming in like that. teardrop entry. Teardrop entry on in, enter the hold till we're ready, shoot the ILS on in. So that's the two things we'll plan on. They may clear us direct to Cape Gaze for the ILS 2227, and we'll have to do the procedural. Enter, do a teardrop, come on in, and hold for as long as we want, then come on in. We'll just have to communicate with them. Interesting. It's a tough one for Beyond ATC to handle, in my opinion. FedEx delivering the federal marshals, generators, food, and water to an area that just got hit by a hurricane. Yeah, I've done a couple of things in the Caribbean where I brought down just that. Lots of water, lots of food. Marshals, U.S. Marshals, for like, I think it was St. Thomas, St. Croix when it hit, as well as generators, a lot of generators from the Federal Disaster Agency. Isn't that cool? I asked the development team when they're going to put people in the cockpit. They said never. Use your imagination. It's just not something they think is important, and I understand that. All right, let's anticipate the descent. This is saying that I have to declutter, go to the box. I put the fix, I put Tallahassee in there. 250 miles, we're at 35,000 feet. You multiply that times 3, that's 105 miles. You add 10 to that, 115. But we're going to the other side of the field, so 105 miles, 115 miles are all fine. Right now we got a long ways to go. Right back. I'm going to get a radar where the Helene is right now. I'm going to pause the recording.
Center 132.25.
Contact Atlanta Center 132.25. FedEx 123 Heavy.
There it is.
Atlanta Center, FedEx 123 Heavy. Good day. Flight level 350.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Atlanta Center, roger.
Check the real ATIS here for Tallahassee weather. Presently 240 at 15. Yeah, so it did not put in the weather of active sky. Maybe there will be when we get down there. I don't know. Scattered at 5,500. That's okay. We'll consider this to be a relief mission, which is more realistic. FedEx wouldn't be flying in here during a hurricane. ATIS, Tallahassee information uniform. We have to say kilo. Kilo. I could probably, instead of what I don't like doing is going off frequency. If I click that, so Tallahassee 1945, I can put that on my radio on the other side. COM2. 1945. Move that over, see if we can hear it. Yeah, I don't think we're equipped to do that in this particular airplane. How cool is that, guys? Tallahassee, information Zulu. But the one on the ATIS was 15, so that's pretty cool. That I got that on the MD-11 because they entered my Hoppy code and my sim brief number. Hoppy code and my sim brief name. And then this worked. I could have set this up. Doesn't want to do that. Alright, so that was cool. That's actually the first time I saw that, guys. And the key was I set up both my, on the options, I set up both my Hoppy code and my SimBrief username. See, inadvertently armed my speed right. I guess I get my auto brake set. What else am I going to do, right? Let's see here. I'll set medium with the gusty winds. I wonder how much that saves us on the auto brakes. Let's take a look. Auto brakes versus medium.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Atlanta Center 120.55.
Contact Atlanta Center 120.55. FedEx 123 Heavy. Take care. Atlanta Center, FedEx 123 Heavy. Good day. Flight level 350.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Atlanta Center, Roger.
So if they want us to call ready for descent, guys, I would not do it for quite a while. We talked about it. I have about another 80 miles or so before I would start asking him for descent. Yeah, it's information Zulu on both it's the real ATIS, Tallahassee ATIS. It says uniform, 250 at 15, not too bad really. That's for VATSIM too. So, Kilo might be the real one, but they don't have it here. After landing, by the way, I wonder if we can get connecting gates out of ACARS. I think I know the answer to that. Radar ready to go. Definitely doesn't look like there's any weather around here. I wonder if I took off active sky. You ready? Brace yourself. And then I wonder if I took off FS realistic. Now I'm playing with fire, right, guys? I remember I did that once on the 7.3 on E3D, and I put on active sky, or if it's realistic. And the airplane crashed. I made a video of it. It was actually quite funny. It just fell out of the sky. I took it off just because it's not doing anything anyway. So we'll come in and just do a landing, bring our relief supplies on in to Tallahassee. Another successful flight so far with Beyond ATC. So I have a playlist for, of course, the MD-11, 777, 76, everything on my website, my YouTube site. But I now have one for Beyond ATC. This will be my third video. They'll all be time-stamped for your viewing pleasure. There's top of descent right there. Let's see how that came out with our computation. So that's 80 miles. That's about 70 miles. It wants us to start down. Yeah, 100. Right about on. And that should be taken into account winds. And if we were going to this side of the field, like direct to the fix, it would want to start down earlier. A lot of guys ask me why I don't stream. I have streamed before on my YouTube channel. I don't really enjoy it, to be honest with you. I enjoy the interaction. I get that on Discord with my guys. But as far as being on and paying attention to that, and so many things happen in the sim. Like, I tried a flight not too long ago, and you know, everything started not working. The mouse didn't work. Couldn't do anything. I'd hate to do that on stream. I would. It just, you know, in some ways it's good because guys see, even though I'm an experienced airline pilot, or was, things happen, right? But we all know they do, so really no sense in proving that. Not to mention, to be honest with you, I never know, based on my family, how long I can stay on. And to tell my wife I'm going to go down for 4 hours, this is going to take me about 2.5 here. But I could stop it. If it was a stream, I could turn it off at any time. I couldn't turn it off, really, without kind of offending people. But if it's just a video I'm making, I can just shut it down. Kind of lame, I know. I get a lot of people that do ask me to do the streams, just so there's more interaction. I absolutely understand that. Stats for you. Microsoft Flight Simulator is just amazing. Just amazing. There's probably a lot of cockpit noise. I could turn down my sim volume, I guess. Montgomery up here. Corey is where we're going. We're just passing over Montgomery, Alabama. For those of you from Montgomery, I would imagine that's where we are. That's the VOR that's being tuned right there. Figure that out if you want. Gets EDN. be interesting, guys. So I would be requesting a descent in here, but let's set up our descent, make sure we're doing what we want. All right, 330 is our transition. That works. I'm just leaving the seatbelt sign on. I'm not worried about it. I'm anticipating a descent right about that top of descent. I'm not sure that Beyond ATC is watching that, but I'm curious. I haven't done this before. I've done stars going into Boston and a star going into London. And when I did the one that I didn't film, I did a star coming into Kennedy. But that one had some expected altitudes, not mandatory altitudes. This one doesn't have. We're not even doing a star here, so I'm assuming what they'll probably do is use this top of descent point if they can actually read that off the flight plan. Flight plan usually does have a top of descent. Right here. It's a Corey plus 9 minutes. So 9 minutes after a Corey. That's a little further, a little tighter than that. That's only like 10 miles. So that's 1 minute after a Corey. So we may have to ask him. 122, I said about 105, only because we're going to the other side of the airport. Because 3 times our altitude is 105. We have 35,000 feet to lose. So times 3 is 105. If we're going to this side of the field, we'd add 10 to that, 115. If we're going to the other side, you can leave it at 105. I wouldn't take off any mileage. Although this seems to be doing just that. So we're going to give Beyond ATC a chance to start us down. And when we decide we really can't wait any longer, we'll request an altitude right here.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Contact Atlanta Center 120.45.
Contact Atlanta Center 120.45. FedEx 123 Heavy.
Here we go, 2045.
Atlanta Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, flight level 350.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Atlanta Center, roger.
We can call ready for descent. I just want to see if they'll start us down. Because we're getting where I said 105 or so. We're close. I'd like to see if when we get to the top of descent if they start us down. Otherwise I'll ask for it. And they may be computing a further descent because we're going to the other side of the field, so they might be waiting a little after that. We'll see if they start us down there.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Jacksonville Center 134.3.
Contact Jacksonville Center 134.3, FedEx 123 Heavy. Jacksonville Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, flight level 350.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Jacksonville Center, roger.
All right, I'm just being curious here, guys. There's our 105 or 104. I just want to see if when we get to top of descent, they start us down. Otherwise, we're definitely going to ask. That's not to say they wouldn't have done it later. All right, we'll start the descent.
FedEx 123 Heavy, ready for descent.
FedEx 123 Heavy, fly present heading, descend maintain 17,000, altimeter 2968, Tallahassee landing runway 27.
Fly present heading, descend maintain 17,000, altimeter 2968, Tallahassee landing runway 27, FedEx 123 Heavy.
FedEx 123 Heavy, turn left, heading 145, vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 9 or 2 miles.
Turn left, heading 145, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Of profile, guys. There we go. I thought I did that 3 times, but here we go. We'll descend at 290, 310, 290 here. Here we go. 290 knots, idle clamp. We're starting down, and we are 89 miles, passing 32,000 feet. Times 3 is 96, and we're at 88, but that's okay. We're going to the other side of the field, so we're all set. We've got 17 set in the window, 145. If we're curious, did we get it right? 145 and 145. Expect further clearance in about 92 miles and at 17,000 feet. 2968 is the altimeter when we get there. We'll see how we're doing here. All right, we'll do it at 29. So 29 times 3 is 87, and we're going to be at around 82. So we're catching up to our 3-degree glide path. We're on a heading. Because we're on a heading, we can go flight plan. Just get rid of those. Clean it up a bit. Get rid of the airports. There it is, out there about 80 miles, 145 heading. We'll do one at 26. 26 times 3 is 78, and we are presently 76. So, yeah, we're close, right about there. That's where we want to be, 3 degrees. Now, guys, this is where the FMS speed is, but we're going a little slower. You can change that speed and match it up if you wanted. Go 280. I'll let me do it. That's okay. We're taking over level change anyway. Do another one? Kind of the amount we do it, guys. So 70 miles, we'll do it at 23. That's 69. So we're right on a 3-degree glide path. Plus we have all the distance on the other side of the field. We have to slow down too to 10. So that we add an extra 10 to that. No problem. We'll go to the overhead. A little early, but we'll get the lights on. Funny going back and forth between aircraft here. Gonna turn on the runway turnoffs too. Why not? Go to the checklist. And our descent checks complete. Down to altimeters. see these landing lights, turn-off lights extend from the aircraft, creating drag. About 18. For 17. .965 set. Slow it down a little here, guys, because they're about to start us kind of slammed up with Dundas. We can request lower here too in a second. Let's do this.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Contact Jacksonville Center 135.325.
Contact Jacksonville Center 135.325. FedEx 123 Heavy. Jacksonville Center, FedEx 123 Heavy, 17,000 feet.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Jacksonville Center, roger.
I'm going to request lower.
FedEx 123 Heavy, request altitude change.
I'll get as low as I can.
FedEx 123 Heavy, roger. Stay new altitude.
I'd like to go down to 11,000.
Request 11,000, FedEx 123 Heavy.
FedEx 123 Heavy, unable 1,000 feet at this time.
They're going to hold us up high. We're still doing 290, cruising along here. We'll get it down. Maybe I can get a different one. Try anything.
FedEx 123 Heavy, request altitude change.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Tallahassee approach 135.8.
Contact Tallahassee approach, FedEx 123 Heavy.
All right, guys, so we're
Tallahassee, FedEx 123 Heavy, good day. 17,000 with information Lima.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Tallahassee approach, altimeter 2968, expect the visual approach runway 27.
Altimeter 2968, expect the visual approach runway 27, FedEx 123 Heavy.
I'll request it again, guys.
FedEx 123 Heavy, request altitude change.
FedEx 123 Heavy, roger, stay new altitude.
Request 11,000 feet, FedEx 123 Heavy.
FedEx 123 Heavy, unable 11,000 at this time.
All right.
FedEx 123 Heavy, turn right, heading 195.
Turn right, heading 195, FedEx 123 Heavy.
195.
FedEx 123 Heavy, turn right, heading 150, descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect further clearance in about 25 miles.
Turn right, heading 150, descend and maintain 6,000 feet, FedEx 123 Heavy.
All right, that's a little better, guys. So let's get a little speed brake action out. Right? Flight level change. We'll slow it on down. We Get this down to 250, high and tight. But we know if we get down to 250 first, then we'll be able to get some slats out. Then we can help ourselves get down even more. Because really, we are 30 miles from the field. We should be at 10. And we're at 16. Not a big deal. We'll get down. You just have to get... Sometimes you got to jiggle your throttles on this airplane. S250. Speed brakes are out. 2965 set. Lights are on. Descent checks complete. We're not worried. Just fly our airplane. It's supposed to be the live weather, guys. Pretty nice. Pretty nice in Nashville. I see something here. Yeah, live weather. Cool. A couple of failed experiments, but it's not Beyond ATC's fault. That's for sure. I love thinking out loud because a lot of times you guys chime in and tell me what I did wrong. All right, we can sterilize everyone. It's going to be a steep descent. Sometimes you use 10,000. Sometimes you just use, if you know you're behind and the descent's going to be steep, it's kind of a timing. Especially on passenger aircraft, you don't want the flight attendants being caught by surprise because you used 10,000 but you were in an idle speed brake. Also, it's very difficult if you're idle speed brake for them to get the carts up and down the aisle. But here we are in a cargo aircraft, not a problem. 250 below 10 is not an issue. Got that. We do the bugs here. Flaps 30, 5, 149. Looks good. Redo the landing. Flaps 27. I don't know where they're going to set it. Cargo ramp is down here. Cargo ramps all over here. So if we land on 27, might take it all the way down. Bravo on here. We shall see. 8,000 feet. We talked about that. We already did the landing data. Now we're not in a big hurry, even though we're only what? Because we're going to go to the other side of the field. 17 miles from the field. We're out of 24. I mean, out of 8. At 3 times 8 is 24. So we should be 17, but we got all the way to the other side of the airport to go there. So not a problem. We're going down to 6. If you ever want to double check your altitude, there it is. Descent and maintain 6,000 on a 150 heading. There we are. Thank you, Beyond ATC. So yeah, I mean, you can practice your radio calls. You can turn off auto respond, turn off auto tune. That'll get you ready for VATSIM, right? Or the real airplane. We're just doing this.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, turn left, heading 110, descend and maintain 5,000. Expect further clearance in about 21 miles.
Turn left, heading 110, descend and maintain 5,000. FEDEX 123 Heavy.
Left 110, descend to 5. That's what we asked for. Did we get it? 110 and 5. Alright, so it looks like there's going to be a right base. Want to see yourself? Let's go ILS Cat 2 just for kicks, right? There it is. Isn't that cool? Makes me happy. So it doesn't look right now like they're going to clear us. Maybe they're going to vector us on in. That's impressive. 6 for 5. I got a message on one of my other videos from the guys from Beyond ATC telling us about the traffic injection that's coming, holding, you know, probably go-rounds, all sorts of things. get some slats out here. Slats extend below 280. Usually I like to be up and downwind and beam the field about 220. In case they dump us on in. Here's the field right there. Cargo ramp, we're going to turn around, back this way, park over here in the cargo ramp, maybe. We'll see what they send us. That'd be cool if they sent us in the cargo ramp. So they did a good job, guys. They got us down. I was kind of panicking, thinking, we're being held up kind of high, but they knew what they were doing. Get down in plenty of time. But it's your airplane, so you got to tell them what you want, even if they have a different plan. Now see how these are all in white? We want to make sure the point in front of us is in magenta when we turn on final. Just manipulate the box even when we're on the ILS. Just if we go missed approach, it's got to know where it is. I'll bring that back up later. And the missed approach altitude, by the way, is 4,000. 2,000 runway heading, big right-hand turn, and then intercept when you intercept this course inbound to glaze and enter the hold with a teardrop on the mist, which of course will be with tower. I was kind of hoping to get some, look at that tailwind on final, guys. Wow.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, turn left, heading 0905, descend, maintain 4,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 0905, descend, maintain 4,000 feet. FEDEX 123 Heavy.
Alright, 095, 4,000. Bring the throttles back, right? There we go. That is definitely a downwind heading. Especially with this wind, it's counting for the wind, which is kind of cool. 090 would be a no wind heading for runway 27. They've got 5 degrees of crab in, which is really cool. I like it. I'm not going to slow us down to 210. Usually we do that. Base, we don't want to be much above 210. Like I said, you never know if they're going to turn us right and clear us for the visual. And what is the final approach fix altitude? 1,800. So we'd be high if they turned us here.
FEDEX 123 Heavy, turn right, heading 170, intercept the 27 localizer, descend and maintain 2,400.
Turn right, heading 170, intercept the 27 localizer, descend and maintain 2,400, FEDEX 123 Heavy.
All right, 2,400 and 170 to intercept. That's a tough intercept there, guys. That's a kind of a base leg intercept from that angle. So I might cheat a little bit and I'm sure I got that heading right. Turn right, heading 170 to 270. Yeah, that's probably a little tight. We'll see. I don't know if they're gonna do it further. Let's get the airspeed way down. We're gonna do a tight turn like that. Go flaps 5, flaps 15, rather, wrong airplane. We're 5 miles out. And I'm going to start turning it more like this. That'd be better there, like that, okay? And let's go ahead and And we'll get the localizer arm when we turn out, roll out there. It's going to come flying across here. Let's go approach land. Land arm. It's going to come flying across.
FedEx 123 Heavy, airport is at your 2 o'clock 11 miles. Report the field in sight.
Oh, I gotta tell him. Field in sight. Ah.
Looking for field, FedEx 123 Heavy.
And it's not gonna get us down in time, guys. Let's go gear down. The power back. Autopilot's off. And we can tell we have the field in sight now. Get the visual. Next sticks. Field in sight.
FedEx 123 Heavy, field in sight.
2500.
FedEx 123 Heavy, cleared visual approach runway 27.
There it is.
Cleared visual approach 27, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Alright, there we are.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Tallahassee Tower 118.7.
Contact Tower 118.7, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Flaps 35 coming down.
Tallahassee Tower, FedEx 123 Heavy, visual runway 27.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Tallahassee Tower, wind 245 at 15, runway 27 cleared to land.
Runway 27 cleared to land, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Alright guys, I'm just going to get the headings synced up here. Headings synced up. Altitude synced up 4,000. And then the box, remember I told you that? We got to go direct to the runway like that. And now that's going to be pink. And now if we go missed approach, it'll know where we're going. Alright? Okay, here we go.
1000.
And right hand turn off, by the way. Give you a close-up look here. And we're stable. It's flying nice. Of course, check be something like that, right? Back inside, outside. Inside, outside. Get a little low, pull it on up.
400.
Alright, taking over visually, looking for the VASIs. Try to get a nice landing here.
400. Approaching minimum.
I'm going to go, taking over visually, going a little below the VASI. The glide slope on the VASI.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope.
Short runway.
Glide slope.
50. 40.
Glide slope.
30. 20.
Glide slope.
10.
Reverse.
FedEx 123 Heavy, exit right at Alpha.
Exit right at Alpha, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Alright guys, we are at Tallahassee. Not exactly what I had planned in terms of the weather. I kind of was hoping to have a little more weather, but I couldn't get it working. But you know, I had the best intentions, right? Alright, flaps up after landing checklist, please. Start the APU. Get the lights off. Strobes off. Don't know.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact ground 121.9er, take care.
Ground 121.9er, FedEx 123 Heavy.
I'm gonna get the taxi instructions out here, guys. Request taxi to cargo ramp.
FedEx 123 Heavy. Request taxi to assigned cargo ramp.
FedEx 123 Heavy, ramp 2 taxi via Alpha, Bravo.
Ramp 2 taxi via Alpha, Bravo, FedEx 123 Heavy.
Very, very cool. I gotta tell you. Maybe that dog leg was a little bit tight, the base leg, but I am so impressed with Beyond ATC, guys. Alpha, Bravo. Oh, wait a minute. Alpha and then Bravo. Yeah, here we go. We are not on Alpha. We'll have to go up this way. They gave us instructions a little bit later. We should have been over here and then transitioned over. Bring it on over. Guys, it's great. What I like about this, and it's going to get better and better, is Beyond ATC, is, yeah, you can practice like I just did on the approach for the guy doing everything. You can practice with you making the radio calls, but the frequency changes are automatic. You can practice with everything off. It just kind of gets you ready for the VATSIM world. Really, really, really appreciate. I have a lot of respect for what these guys have done. We're not worried about this guy. I have a special qualification here. It's called the hop, skip, jump. Go like this. Hop, skip, jump. Go right over it. It's unbelievable. Not everyone can do that. You guys probably shouldn't do that. I was especially qualified while I was at American Airlines for that. All right, so I'm going to go up here to the right, park somewhere over in this ramp over here. Isn't that a cool map? I wish Microsoft Flight Simulator had that. Yeah, a lot of these apps, and I don't know anything about this stuff, guys, so I'm talking out of school here. It would be great if they, like FSI panel, Beyond ATC. I know there's another ATC program guys have been telling me is fantastic. Gonna go right here. Yeah, look at those winds. We had a little bit of a crosswind. Second right. Heading on over to the cargo ramp. Let's take a look at our Navigraph. What I like about this, if you guys don't have a Navigraph subscription, it's pretty good. It's a cargo ramp that's sending us over the north cargo ramp. Over here. I thought we were going to go to this cargo ramp. So it came as a little bit of a surprise to me. Why don't we go ahead and stay on the taxiway just to say we did it. All right, looks like the second right there. We're going to turn in and find our way over to one of those gates over there. Someone will park us. We'll park it and call it a day. What do we got here for? Yeah, about 2 hours on this one. We took a cold, dark airplane. We talked about Active Sky. We talked about FS Realistic. We had FS LTL. We had all the ramp aircraft at FedEx. That was cool. We use Beyond ATC, which is even cooler. Really, really respect that product. Yeah, guys tell me, oh, you know, there's another one. I like this one. I'm pretty pumped about it. So, looks like they want us to park anywhere in here. Where do you guys want to go? Well, right in here. Good enough for me, right? Bring it on in. Why don't we get it so that it's facing out? Just park right here. All right, brakes are parked. Go to the overhead, seatbelt sign, is off. APU is running. You can shop the engines. Go to the overhead. And we'll turn off the hydraulic pumps are all coming down. Window heat's coming off. Ignition is off. Beacons are coming off. Cargo's come off. Off. We'll go to GSX. Oh. Self-parking. Doesn't matter. We'll just go out here and we'll open up all the doors via the electronic flight bag. That's no bother. Services. And open up. Let's open up everything, guys. Let's get it going here. Let's have a little fun. Connect the GPU. Nose bleed set. Bleed set. Nah, we don't need high pressure bleed there. We have chocks. And we'll see how it goes here. Let's go outside. All alone, guys. There we are. No friends. GSX didn't even want us. All right, well, that's it. Tallahassee. I don't know. This was a test for Beyond ATC. Another one that it passed. I tried to do, I have somebody coming in to land. I did call up some traffic here at Tallahassee. A little airport package. Don't know whatever happened to him. But we tried to use the hurricane weather. Didn't work out, but who cares? We're all parked here at the cargo area. Happy as can be. There's another cargo area way over there. I wonder if the Tallahassee static aircraft ever made it in. Maybe it's those little guys down there. But anyway, I don't care. We're all good. Happy. I love this stuff. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Talk to you very soon. See you later from Tallahassee. God bless those people who got hit pretty hard.